Yes, my royal family, greetings to the item, you know. Love and light energies, give thanks to life, give thanks to that source, you know. See it there? The battle continue, you know. Supporting of the man that stick up right now as we are seeing going, because it is supporting turns west with chilling threat as it publishes coordinates of the Pentagon. Serious thing go on here, so. Boss a laugh after them now. Show them say them are dopey but. Well, so according to them news report now, they must say the Russian space agency Roscosmos published the coordinates of Western Defense Headquarters, including the United States, Pentagon, and the NATO summit venue on Tuesday, saying Western satellite operators were working for Russia's adversary, which is Ukraine. Saying Dmitry Rogozin, head of Roscosmos, told Russian news agency RIA Novosti the entire conglomerate of private and state orbital groups now work exclusively for our enemy. Members of the US-led North Atlantic Treaty Organization NATO alliance have made no secret of the fact that they are supplying weapons to Ukraine, of course. So the U.S. satellite imagery firm Maxar, whose clients include the U.S. State Department of Defense, has published several images that have been taken over Ukraine and Russia since before the invasion began in February. They include pictures of Russia's military buildup near Ukraine. U.S. satellite imagery firm Maxar, today the NATO summit opens in Madrid, where Western countries will declare Russia their worst enemy. Over Ukraine and Russia. Rogozin wrote on his Telegram social media channel in February. Roscosmos published satellite photos of the summit venues and the decision centers in favor of Ukraine nationalists, he continued. The posts include Russian satellite images of the summit venue, right, in Madrid, the Pentagon, the White House in Washington, British governmental buildings and the palace in central London, the German Chancellery, the Reichstag Parliament building in Berlin, most some Russian word that, NATO headquarters in Brussels, and personally, the French president's resident Film Yard, personally, like Film Yard have something I go on there, so, and other governmental buildings in Paris. And at the same time, we provide the coordinates of the objectives also, said Rogozin. So that's what I'm going to show you now, yes, so family. Russia now see all what them are going with, listen and hear what them are going with and see what them up to. Say, boss are showing and say, alright, since you not doing nothing and I go on like say, but no more serious than me and no more have sense than me, I'm going to show you what I go on. So then I tell you, so them declare Putin say I go against the new order, you know. You understand? Say I go against the world order. Remember? I'm going to go Google it. G7 quote them. So right now, this thing is still going supposed in a June, about the 29th, so in them time there, I think that thing I published told me I read it. But I just back up on the story from one of the channel that I subscribe to, so I just go download and see what going on and I read it out and I show the eye them say. Them soft, I want to show the eye them, I make them frightened with family, I make them feel like say, them tough. I say them talk about bunker. But them don't know, so we have things that can bust up bunker, same judgment ball way. So the man said the post include Russian satellite images, you know. You see me I deal with, and also the coordinates, you know, of all these places where them want to fling bomb on, you know, so you must know it's not a joke thing. So within all the way I say same way still, me know enough people are going to say, boy, I'm not too like Russia and the whole of them are the same thing, but me favor Russia more than anything else right now. Even some of my African leaders, me not even too in at them because enough of them are sell out. You see me I deal family, that's why you can't be biased, you know, when it comes to truth, you know. I try to show them by videos and I do say the African leaders them more gravitate to Putin. Them love him. Even from before Putin. You know, does Russia and Africa and a whole have a good relation. Putin just can make it even better. Them have the more than capacity and capability could have colonized somewhere in our blood clot Africa, and them refuse. Them never do it. They more assist them against the colonizers if you note the whole history. So you have to understand what go on, family. We see so this whole Nato and UN thing, we see for real we look at Prime Minister all the time. Him sign over papers. That means NATO and these guys have, authority to come down here, so them can just make up one scheme and say, alright, wait, how much people found with this and found with that, and infected with this and infected with that. State of emergency. Wait, send down them force, send down them all the doctors and nurses with them much trailer load of vaccine. And this one you're compelled to take it because the government signing over to them. So we have to give thanks, knowing say Putin there, same way. It's up to we collectively to call out for help if we see say it go deem necessary. Because that don't go work with the Queen, And as far as I know, she had go on with for all these years and have under sufferation. I know you see the whole of them work collectively and create this whole vibration that we see go on in Jamaica right now. We not even want water from she for drink. Can't tell she that. Much less words. We don't want to hear nothing from them, master. So we have to choose a side, when the time comes. A good versus evil, And as I say, I just give thanks, say, I want like him the boat family. Look at that I can't say. I don't know more I say. We just give thanks to him, because if him never the boat, them boy would have them one way right now. Them boy would have them one way, do all what them want to do, all what them they plan to do. You see me I deal with, so I decide there, and it deep, and we have to just go and pre-war, go and resist this thing here per long, because how much troops upon high alert and how much about 300,000 troops me yourself in NATO upon high alert. So the thing can kick off in any direction at any time. And at the same time, people, I say me some family, them not easy, but when them time, them can't attack missile. Them blood, we use them blood and them flesh of Christ as how them talk go and go stop bomb and stop saying them. Must not in a plan for that. Because it's like the people them not taking the news them still, that's really that go on, because if you really conscious in yourself and you hear news like them, even when I just read out now, if you see say, man, if you pack up, right now, me and a man are listening to this, if you pack up to a suitcase. Not say you go left by a man, but if you see say, boy, John, no, sir. Because it now get no better in the family. And the reason being is because, you see, for fulfill them tasks, and them have to have Russia underneath them control. It can't go no other way. Russia is like one of the ingredients to them can't left out. And for them part of corruption where them a cook. And Russia refuse to add to them blood clot thing. And them still insist. Because look upon it, them can't just, for argument's sake, you just say, okay, for a peaceful world, Ukraine, we're not going to sign up for right now. Probably next 10 years when Putin drop flesh or so. Just even say so. For argument's sake. So we're not going to do that for now. Just for peace sake. And everything good, because as the man say, Finland and mostly Sweden we are joining up. But I have no business with them. Them not in my view. Them not in my scope. Ukraine in my scope. I mean, I want to see no missile in my scope nor certain things. No business with Finland and Sweden. So him still a show say, it's like him still a show say, him still not be a fully bully as how them a perceive him to be. But the man a show him points and look, me no want nothing there so. And them a insist. So we're gonna see what go on. So then see the boy show them picture and coordinates, you know. I show them saying every bomb right now, him have bomb for every blood clay yard. Him have bomb for every yard, master. So it deep. So if you just go and look out and see what go on, as I will say, we were there so. In the grandstand and who there in the bleachers and I see what go on. You no need to make una preparations. You no need to start make some little preparations. Don't wait till the immediate. Because when the immediate war kick off, you know, everything stop there. So no food now come, no food now go, no money now come, no money now go. Alright, my family. Research is important as usual, so give thanks, love and light. Rastafari.